this book is going to go crazy. It's going to just double, if not triple in sales. She was talking about the Colin Farrell thing, how it was just like super intense after that she broke up with Justin, but ultimately she like still missed Justin.
So the day after Britney Spears released her The Woman in Me memoir, her library on Spotify just kind of exploded. And I think there was something like more than 7.1 million people were like, you know what, let's go see what she's up to. So she's just crushing it with the numbers right now, but there was a reason for that. What's going on?
Just the announcement of just her book and it being released, and it's just all the revelations that have been coming out about this, especially the stuff about Justin Timberlake and Colin Farrell, and just some of this the relationships and stuff that she's had, just different aspects of her life that just been underneath a microscope. And it's got people nostalgic for Britney Spears. And her albums on Spotify, the In the Zone record went up 1 million streams. Circus got 790,000. Baby One More Time got 750,000. And the Oops I Did It Again had about 650,000. Sorry. And her Toxic alone hit 680,000 streams. She also, from what I understand, she has the number one selling like celebrity book or something now, or whatever.
And what's your deal? Isn't it 25%? She's getting 25% of the net profits from her book. And so sources are saying that the advance was something like 12.5
12.5.
million. So, with almost a half a million copies sold on top of that, I mean, she's doing pretty good from that standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, just already. I mean, it's just been released and just already. I mean, as little tidbits and things come out, this book is gonna go crazy. It's gonna just double, if not triple in sales. Like it's everywhere. She was just very honest on it. And she even posted on, her thank you post on social media saying, it's happening. My book is the highest selling celebrity memoir in history, and it's only day one. Thank you to all the fans that have been so supportive. Love you all. I think it's really cool. I mean, Britney has been going, I love Britney Spears. I'm a huge Britney Spears fan since like day one. I think she's great. She's had quite a career that her book covers. And I think that, she's had a hard time in the spotlight, and she kind of continues to go through things. But I liked seeing her happy, and I like seeing her just seeming to be more at peace with herself. We'll see what she continues to do left at her own devices. But I'm always rooting for her. I think it's really excited. But a lot of the stuff that she talked about, obviously, she talked about the Justin Timberlake when they had, an abortion when she was young, and just the decisions on that. She got tired of being like, how she hated the whole eternal virgin thing and the good girl image. And
Right.
she was
Yeah.
having sex since she was like 14. And she'd been living with Justin Timberlake like throughout the relationship. And then she was talking about the Colin Farrell thing, just how it was just like super intense. And after that, she broke up with Justin, but ultimately she like still missed Justin.
Hmm.
Like Justin like broke up with her over a text message. So it's like totally like a Sex in the City, like Carrie
So
moment.
so Justin's in like hiding right now, right? I mean,
I have it. It's funny because I guess I'm one of these people. I check Justin Timberlake's Instagram. See, like, what are people saying? People just, they come from Britney's people come from. It's all interesting stuff, but I just really root for her, and I would like to see her back on top and finding some kind of. I mean, she's on top, but I mean, just with more music out and just continue to do it, because I really like her music. I think she's really good.
So, I mean, do you think Justin's gonna clap back in any way? Because I mean, there's always two sides of stories. There's always dirt in the other person's
I
closet
don't
of
feel
some
listen,
degree.
just like some of their stuff that they were going through that that I've heard about. It's just like, dude, they're young kids. They're in it. Like, I don't know. I'm not as like, oh, like vilifying Justin Timberlake, but I mean, she's calling him out on a lot of stuff. The cornrows in his hair and like different ways, like how he just tried to fit in with like different artists. Like she's kind of putting him on blast a little bit through the whole thing. But I don't know.
Well,
Like
and
they're
that
all
can
artists.
backfire. I mean, for anyone watching this and kind of considering, something in this vein, or even just wondering, like, can Britney Spears do this? Because, I mean, would you qualify anything as what she's saying as defamatory, even if it's true, right?
No,
Well, if it's true, that's the defense to defamation, but, to put him in a bad light.
I don't think she's putting him so much as a bad light as so much as just going, hey, remember this? And I thought it was odd and this was going on. I mean, it's all on record because it's funny because you go on Instagram now or you go in your TikTok reels and all you're seeing is just, I mean, maybe it's because they're serving it to me because I clicked on one or two, but all it's serving to me is just like, the drama from it and just like, remember when Justin Timberlake did this? Remember when Justin Timberlake did this? It's just like everybody is just kind of like coming after him with like his old videos or just bits that he did that, may not play as well now. And it's
Oh,
just
looks like he turned off his
yeah,
comments.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They were coming after him pretty hard. You know, he also got a little hot water too, you know, just after that Janet Jackson documentary as well. He's been kind of a controversial artist. You know, I'm a fan of Justin Timberlake's music. I think he's great. I do have seen many times where, you know, people may have for lack of a better term, painted him as a douchebag, and I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could see it. Like I get it. Like he's done some things that are just like where he seems very concerned with his career, as a lot of artists and Hollywood actors and just all
Or
are,
making decisions that are
making
maybe
decisions that are
beneficial
for
towards his
him and
career.
very
Yeah.
and just him first and just very egocentric. I mean, you have to remember Britney and, you know, Justin met on the Mickey Mouse Club back when they were kids. I
Right,
mean, they've been in the
right.
industry for like ever. This his whole life has been nothing but trying to make my career, hold my career, making moves. You know, even after the whole Janet Jackson debacle, he was right in that office apologizing, saying, "So I'm sorry," you know,
Yeah,
all this
so
stuff, and throwing
the
Janet under the
Super
bus.
Bowl debacle with the wardrobe malfunction, and then, you know, he didn't really stand so much
Janet
by Janet's side.
on that thing. I am 100, if not 200% Janet Jackson on that. Like Justin Timberlake was terrible for that. Like terrible for that. But I mean, dude, like relationships stuff, like breaking up over text. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, what are you gonna do? He's like, it's rough. But I did see that. I did read that he went to her house after they broke up, and he brought her like a framed letter where he said like at the bottom of it something like I can't breathe without you or something
Oh,
like
really?
that, like something. I don't know if it was like a, I didn't see what the rest of the letter was because it was a part of an article, but it was something like that, like he came back. And I don't know, that all seems like ego. They all have egos, and I'm sure that she's exaggerating, and I'm sure Justin's just in hiding. And you know what's curious, you pull up his wife's Instagram because she gets it too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a lot of how could you support your husband or whatever. Like, oh, what do you think of your
Yeah.
husband now? And it's like, what do you want her to say? He's trash. I don't know. He's 19. What do you want him to do, man? So it sucks. It
Anyway,
sucks when
so
these books come out, though. It sucks when these books come out because there's always a lot of shrapnel or just whatever. And if you could be when you're America's fallen risen sweetheart, it kind of it can
yeah.
be tricky.
No, I mean, like, it's crazy
Stay
having
strong,
watched her
JT.
her yeah, right, her journey since, you know, she was just a teenager. But anyway, for those of you who have actually read Britney Spears' new book, let us know in the comments below, you know, your thoughts, and man, we'll continue to watch this. I think it's just gonna keep climbing in success and just
Go
interest. So
Brittany though.
we'll see.